Okay, so on the first one, it says that D to A to C, so this major arc, D to A to C, is 250 degrees, right? So what does that leave for our minor arc, D to C? 110. Okay. So how many degrees are at angle DBC? So central angle. 110. Remember? If we had this guy, though, from here to here that was 110, how big was this angle? 55. Remember these two? We talked about this in like section 1 or 2. Okay. Guys, what is this? It's times 2 to get the outside major arc, or the arc length. This guy times 2 to get that, or that divided by 2 to get this. Okay. What is this guy? What's A to C? Diameter. So it's a straight line. So how many degrees are in a straight line? So what's A to B to D? Because that makes a straight line, right? These two together. Are you following so far? Okay. What is A to B? A radius. Do you guys agree it's a radius? What's B to D? A radius. What's going to be true about all radii? So if this is equal to this, right? How does that help me find angle D? A and D are going to have to be congruent, right? Because the opposite sides are congruent, so the opposite angles have to be congruent. So how does that help me in finding angle D? 180 for the triangle there, minus the 70 degrees at this angle, gives me 110 left for these two angles. Those two angles are congruent, so I divide by 2 to get how many degrees? 55 degrees for angle 10. Or angle D, I'm sorry. Does that make sense now? Okay. I want for you to take kind of that knowledge and try to do the next two. See if that helps at all. Okay, so this one, this is 60. Its vertical angle is also 60. So to make the straight line, this has to be 120, that's 120. They want B to C to D, which would be this arc right here. So that'd be the 60 plus the 120, which would be 180. Or you can think of this. This is actually a diameter, so that's 180 degrees. Okay. This one, the angle in here, you multiply by 2 to get the arc that it's congruent to. So arc A to C is 80. That means that this central angle, so this is 80. That means that this central angle is also 80 because those two things are congruent. A to B is not a diameter because it does not go through the center, but A to this point is a radius, and this point to C is a radius also. So you will have an open note quiz that you will need to take. And in your supplemental packet, you should have pages 1 through 8 completed. You need to do for homework pages 9 and 10. On the quiz, it's all open notes. You can use any notes that you currently have.